Women are encouraged to share their hurts, traumas, pains, and feelings, while men are discouraged from sharing their hurts, traumas, pains, and feelings because the world and the patriarchal system wants it to be easy to control you. And it's easy to control someone that shows you all of their cards. A wise woman will keep her cards close. A wise woman will refrain and keep secrets. There are secrets that you should take with you to the grave. Honestly, you don't have to share everything. You don't have to share things that can possibly destroy your reputation, everything you worked hard for. If you need a place to be vulnerable, you can have a spiritual advisor, you can have a leader, you can have a coach, you can book a session with me. But when it comes to your day-to-day and the people in proximity to you, you will unfortunately have to keep certain people out of certain pieces of information to protect your reputation and to protect your hard work from getting destroyed and to protect you from being emotionally exploited. Ladies, you don't have to tell a man all of your hurt, pains, and traumas. You don't have to do that. I don't know who taught that, because men will rarely share with women anything that could possibly be used against them. They will not tell you. But yet here you are at the steakhouse telling this man everything that you've been through since the day you were born, thinking he's going to empathize with you, not understanding that he's probably low-key a Machiavellian that is going to save that information to use it for later. We got to be smart, ladies and gentlemen. We got to be really smart. I had a subscriber that sent me an email in a panic saying that she shared information that she feels like could destroy her life with friends that she is no longer friends with. And she asked me, when they exploit me, do I lie about it? Because the information that I shared was so gruesome that I feel like lying about it is the only way to protect myself. That's not even half of what's going on there. I told her, I said, so hold on a minute. Because I believe in self-mastery. So that means that I believe in looking at my reflection first. I said, if you had information that was so gruesome about you, how did it end up in the hands of 3 women that are now no longer friends with you? How could that kind of information hit their ears in the first place? I said, ma'am, you have to protect yourself in life. And sometimes that means not sharing everything. And the patriarchal system has made women believe that they have to share everything, because the more you share, the easier it is to control you, because people know your weaknesses. Notice how men are discouraged from sharing their feelings and women are encouraged to sharing their feelings. Men are discouraged from sharing their pains and traumas and heartaches, and women are encouraged to share, because the more you share, the more you can be exploited and controlled. It's part of the patriarchal system, and I'm not mad at it. It's just a tool to control women. But as a woman grows up and matures in life, you will understand the power of keeping secrets, and how the more secrets you have, the more protected you will be. That's just the truth. The smartest person in the room is the quietest person in the room. The wisest person in the room is the person that you think that you know, but you know nothing about. The wittiest person in the room is the person that shares information, but they leave out parts of information that could be used against them. Life is chess, not checkers. Life will never be checkers. And time again, I am seeing women getting exploited because they shared information with a woman that they thought was their friend. And after the friendship ended, all of your business is put on display. Now, when I see things like that happen, I'm literally just sitting there eating my popcorn and laughing, not because I enjoy to see a woman sad because she's getting exploited, but I'm eating my popcorn and laughing because what did you think was going to happen? People will fake friendships for years to gather as much data on you as possible to exploit you, sweetheart. That's the goal. So when you understand this, you will not share anything that could be used against you unless it's to a spiritual advisor, therapist, or somebody that really would gain nothing from exploiting your reputation or destroying it. Understand this. If you want to be people's prey, have a running mouth. Because everything you say can and will be used against you. And the wiser you get, the less you will speak and the less you will share any information that could be used against you. You will learn to keep things surface level out of protection for your well-being. So you decided to sit there and share all your secrets, your hurts, your pains, your traumas, your limitations, all of it, in the name of love or in the name of friendship. And then it doesn't work out. Friendship crashes and burns. You get betrayed. But now those people have some of the most valuable information about you. Now what? If you refuse to understand human nature, you will lose in life. You will lose. You will lose. You will lose. You will always be on the bottom. You will always be people's stepping stool. You will always be on the bottom. Because you don't protect yourself. Knowledge is key. The Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge, because knowledge keeps you from perishing. I remember when I was getting into the industry that I was in, outside of YouTube or your Level Up group, just the other things that I do. And I remember somebody telling me, why don't you work on a team? I said, it's okay, I work alone. And in my head, as I was walking out of that building with my heels on, I said, when they start tearing each other apart, which they will, I'll be 15 steps ahead. Because I'll never have to worry about having a knife put in my back. Machiavelli is a famous philosopher that I have been studying for the last couple of months because I was very intrigued with his teachings. If you enjoy Robert Greene, in other words, the author of the 48 Laws of Power, The Art of Seduction, Power, all of those books that you love, he was inspired by Machiavelli's teachings. Now, many people don't like Machiavelli because he's dark. He's a dark philosopher. He's gruesome, and he teaches the true nature of people. I do not study Machiavelli because I want to be a Machiavellian, because a Machiavellian is low-key a sociopath. I study Machiavelli's teachings because most people are low-key Machiavellians. They will use you and discard you when they no longer need you. They will make you trust them, and when you finally do, they will pull the rug from under your feet. They will blindside you. And I listen to Machiavelli's teaching at least once a day so I can recharge my understanding on how to not be anyone's prey, at least not in this lifetime. But I don't really believe in reincarnation, and even if I did, I wouldn't come back to this ghetto planet or ghetto dimension. It's ghetto out here. I would never reincarnate back to this dimension. That is a no-go. If I believed in reincarnation, which I don't, because it's not in the Bible. But if I did, I wouldn't come back here, because it's a whole bunch of Machiavellians. And it's very unfortunate because, I think men kind of understand these concepts, but women are still struggling with it until... Do you want to know when women wake up? Do you want to know? Women wake up after their first heartbreak. Women wake up. It's like a light switch goes off after their first heartbreak. When a woman finally gets betrayed by a man in the most hostile ways, that is when women wake up and say, I gave him my love, my trust, and he gave me heartbreak in return. Then the woman awakens within and understands that her love and warmth will never be given out freely ever again. And it's a beautiful spiritual awakening when you understand that in life there are three faces. The face you show the world, the face you show your family and friends, and then the face that nobody sees. You gave that man your love, and he gave you back betrayal. Study Machiavelli's teachings. You will understand the gruesome truth of human nature. And then you can live life in freedom and not at their mercies. Because until you understand how people operate, you will always be prey. I worked in HR for several years, so in this class, I am going to teach you guys tips, tricks, and valuable information so you can be a corporate Spartan. It is not easy working in corporate America, but if you have the right office politics and you know your rights legally, that will definitely help you have a more enjoyable experience. So this class, I will be teaching you from an HR standpoint, what to do, what not to do, and how to jump paths so that you can get the promotions that you always wanted, what to look out for and what not to look out for in office politics. Also, next class on power. Power is very, very important. This class is not about feminine power. It's about power in life and having staying power. To get through life, when you're dealing with humans, men and women, you need to learn how to make sure that you have staying power, and you need to learn how to make sure that all of the moves that you make sense so you can always be 25 steps ahead of everyone else, because life is chess, not checkers.